What we're going to do today is walk you through the steps of creating a Tegrity video for your science experiment. What I've done is I've gone in and I did not ask permission, but Chelsea, I hope it's okay. I logged into Chelsea's account so that I can show you how to do this through a student account. It looks a little bit different through the professor's account. So I'm going to try to walk you through the steps going through Chelsea's account. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be creating a PowerPoint presentation to give background information about your science experiment. What I'm going to do is go through the one that I have created to walk you through those steps and to help you out as far as that goes. So what I'm going to do is I am going to log in to Tegrity on Chelsea's site. As you can see here, I have Chelsea's site up here. There's a big blue box in the upper right hand corner, and all that is to start a recording. So what we're going to do is we're going to start a recording. Okay, it took a few minutes to do this. Now, a couple of things that you can do is if you want me to see your face right here, which will be in the upper corner of the Tegrity video, you can leave this check mark. Now, I would recommend it mainly because I like to see what you're doing and what you're saying, just like you're watching me right now. So what I would do, and again, you don't have to, it's just if you want to. Click on record, and when you click on record, and there may be some conflict because I'm actually trying to use two recording devices at once, so I'm not positive if it's going to work, but I'll walk you through the steps anyway. I'm going to open up my PowerPoint presentation and then begin. This is called Predator versus Prey. It's Life Science 5th grade by Dwayne Buchanan. My benchmarks, SC5L151. Describe how, when an environment changes, differences between individuals. Now, as I'm going through this, I'm not going to read everything to you. I know you can read, but it does help as you're going through this to allow yourself to talk through it. Because if you just go from slide to slide, students aren't going to be able to see that slide. So what I need you to do is to walk us through every slide and tell us what's on the page. And if you want to ad-lib some and put extra into it, that's what I need you to do as well. Now, in this science project, you will hunt for M&M prey in a series of different habitats to discover which M&Ms survive in each habitat and why. One of the main things that you want to do as a teacher is you want to give good background knowledge and you want to get the students involved in working through each and every aspect of your science project. A hypothesis. If I put different color M&Ms on different color construction paper, then the color that most closely resemble the color of construction paper will be the least eaten of all the colors. And then I'm going to go into background knowledge. And then what I want you to pay attention to is that right here you can see that pray is highlighted or bolded. That just means that that's one of my vocabulary words. So as I'm talking them through each and every portion of this, you can see that adaptation is a vocabulary word, that survive is a vocabulary word. And I'm going to be talking my students through this as I go. And again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time just because I want to keep the video short. This PowerPoint is up on my Moodle site, so you can go through it at your leisure and read it and understand what I'm expecting you to do. And then I have the vocabulary listed. Materials and equipment. Anytime you do materials and equipment, make sure that you list everything in quantity and amounts. Now, if you'll notice here, I have two 14-ounce packages or one 23.1-ounce package of M&Ms. In science, it's really best, so I've messed up on this, so I'm going to get points deducted because I did not convert 14 ounces into grams. There are many converters out there on smartphones that are free. There are also computer programs, not programs, but if you go to Google and type in metric conversion, it will take you to sites so that you can go ahead and create those as well. Then I go through the procedures. Procedures are step by step. Everything that you need done is what you see. So make sure that you list it in detail and make sure that each part is very clearly spoken. And then you'll go through your procedures. Gather 2 to 4, a pack of volunteers or predators that can eat M&Ms. Make sure that if you're doing this in a classroom that you make sure that food allergies are taken care of, because you don't want students with food allergies eating something that they're going to be allergic to. So please, anytime you use food in an experiment, make sure you have checked all food allergies before doing so. Then you go through the experimental procedures. Right here I've listed a table, and what we would do is we would put in the starting number of M&Ms, and if you look at my procedures, it tells how many M&Ms go where. Then you would tell what you would put on each piece of paper, the number of white ones or green ones that were left on the white paper, the number of blue ones, number of red, number of yellow, number of orange, so on and so forth. You would just list each one to see if your hypothesis was correct. And then this is not the correct way to write a conclusion. This is just something I put in there to kind of help, because I normally teach this in the classroom, and again, this is the first time that we're not teaching it in the classroom, so pay attention to the conclusion, and it says, look at your data, do you notice any interesting patterns? Well, what should be in a good conclusion is, what did you learn from the experiment? What does your data say? In other words, tell us, does your data, is it telling you that the hypothesis was correct? Was it incorrect? What would you change if you were to do this again? And then what interesting fact, or what was something that came out of this experiment that you weren't expecting? If you put those items into your conclusion, then it's going to be a very good conclusion. And then your bibliography page, make sure that you list each of your sources, whether you got it off of a website, whether your background information is gotten in other places, make sure you list them. And again, this is walking through the PowerPoint, and I think if you really, again, you may use this one as a template, or you can use your own. There's plenty of templates out there to use. Just make sure you have your background information, your procedures, your materials list, everything that goes in there is what you need to do. There is also a PowerPoint on the scientific method that will walk you through the steps of the scientific method so that you can understand that a little bit better. So again, work on it, do it, and you will be great at it. All you have to do now is click on stop right here. If you'll look down here at this box, if you click on stop, it will come up and say, do you want to save and upload the recording? And if you click yes, it will stop the recording, and if you'll notice up here on the top, your recording will be uploaded in the background. Tegrity takes a long time to upload, and if you remember in the welcome video, I said to make sure that you do it in plenty of time for it to upload to my account. It needs to be in my box by midnight Sunday night. It gives me the time that it's uploaded. Now that's not the time it begins uploading, that's the time it finishes uploading. So make sure you do it in plenty of time for me to be able to see that you have done this. So again, have fun doing this. I know it seems like a lot of work, but once you get into it, you will see that you are actually working towards doing a great job. Thank you all, and have fun.